Hey video journal, welcome back to another journal entry. It is currently 8:19 p.m. and it is Thursday, November the 27th, 2025. Just a month and couple days before we get into 2026. Today's video is nothing really deep, but I feel like it's always good to get ready for the new year that is coming, to get our mind straight, to also reflect on what we did and what we learned in this year and what we're gonna carry into the next year or leave behind before we get into the next year. But before you guys continue with this video, please subscribe to my channel for one, and turn on that notification bell to be notified at any and every LACACE K videos I will be posting for the rest of this year and the years to come. Once you do that, you can come right into this video and we'll get into the real talk. Okay. So here are 3 versions of myself that I'm leaving in 2025 that I will not be carrying along with me into 2026. I feel like these versions of myself are versions that you guys could resonate with, because I feel like these are things we go through every year, because every year comes with new lessons. So number 1 is loving too deeply. I had some friends that I thought like, oh, thank you God for removing the old ones and replacing them. A lot of them were good, and I feel like people come into our lives, like I've always said in my LACACE K videos, they come into our lives for a season. Some people are not meant to stay in your life because they will end up ruining or distracting you from your purpose. And that is exactly what I experienced this year. And I would say in that version of myself that I specifically want to leave behind is ignoring red flags. Okay, I feel like a lot of us, because we are, I would say lover girls, not only in like relationships but also in friendships, where we like to give people second chances, we like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But when you have a jealous friend and they're giving you all the red flags, they're showing you all the signs that they don't like your progress and they are intimidated by your growth, you need to let that friend go. Like, it should not come to a point where that person like has the power over the relationship. Like, once you see those little bits of clues that this person is not encouraging you and this person it's just calculative with everything, you need to let that go. And that's something I really experienced in 2025, where someone I considered like very, very close to me, very close friend, was a jealous friend. And the thing about it is that like the jealous friend doesn't mean that like throughout the friendship they were evil. A lot of times the jealous friend, they're always there for us in the beginning when we are still healing or when we are still small. But when we start to grow and we start to recognize our value and know our worth, that is when you start to notice the people around you that actually love you for you and those that were just feeding off of your pain. And that is exactly what I experienced. And I feel like a lot of you guys could resonate with this. I do have a list on the side here because I wanted to remember everything that I have to say, so I'm going to be looking a little bit. But the number 2, the second thing that I want to leave in 2025 is the version of me that played small, which is crazy to say because I feel like I went through a lot of stuff in 2024. But the thing is, I was just 17 years old. Like, I still have a lot of time and years ahead of me. So I'm going to go through more stuff and I'm going to have more things to update you guys on. But yes, there were times that I did play small with the same exact friend, the jealous friend, or even in other areas where it's like I wanted to be too humble. But the thing about being humble is that it's good to be humble because you open yourself to learn and receive corrections or information from people. Even if you know about it, it's always good to, have someone break it down to you in details, But when you are too humble, people tend to take you as a stupid person. Excuse me for that word, but that is the reality. If you are not putting yourself out there, someone else will put themselves out there and they will grab what you are aiming for. And that's just how life is. Like, sometimes you just have to be a little selfish. And I feel like in a certain way I wasn't enough, but I feel like I'm doing better than what I used to do in the previous years. But that is definitely something I feel like I would love to change. And I also feel like a lot of people go through the same thing. Like, you guys want to play very, very nice. Like, you guys want to just be too nice and just too humble, that it's like you just miss out on all the opportunities you could get. So it's like you're dimming your own light so other people could shine in a way. And that is not fair, because if you really want to stand out, you need to show out. You know what I mean? And you cannot show out in an environment where you're surrounded by people who don't let you show out. So that's another thing. Don't be too humble, guys. It's good to be humble, but always have limits with everything. Be nice, but don't be too nice. Be humble, but don't be too humble. And the third version of myself that I want to leave behind is the version of myself that had no boundaries, which is crazy for me to say, because I'm always talking about set your boundaries, know your value. And it's honestly speaking, is very easier said than done, because even though I was setting my boundaries, in some way, shape, or form, I wasn't setting my boundaries with certain people, and I did give access to some people and like into my life that actually didn't deserve it. So when, for example, the jealous friend, she was someone that was close to me, and I opened up to this person a lot. Now that this person is gone and that this person envied me and resented me, they have my information and could say whatever out there. So what I'm trying to say through all of this is always set your boundaries, regardless of the relationship you find yourself in. No matter how sweet and kind they are, people could always switch up at any point in time, and you just need to like be ready for that. I'm not saying put it in your head that, oh, this person will switch up on you. I'm just saying be cautious and know that everybody in this planet, we are all humans, and we all have flaws. We all make mistakes. We all lie. We just do like evil stuff. Okay, so don't think that, oh, because this person is so kind to me, this is my best friend, this is my sister, this is my, this is my girl, this is my G, that it means that you should not set boundaries. Boundaries is not so much for them, it's more for you. It's like a protection for your own self, of your own privacy, because there's certain things that you want to keep to your own self. You want to just keep it between you and God. And if people know about something, that's because you've given them access to know it, and that's because you've mentioned it to someone. So to avoid your business spreading around, just practice your silence. Or if you have a hard time holding information in, I don't know what to do, pick up a camera and start recording. That is exactly what I did when I was going through seasons in my life where I felt very overwhelmed. I felt like I needed to talk to someone, but I didn't trust anyone. And honestly, picking up the camera is very helpful, because over time you get to see your growth. You get to see like where you started off and where you're at now. And in my own experience, I see the growth. Like, I went from like having bags under my eyes and having my eyes swollen and red to me glowing in front of the camera, to the point that I created my own platform to educate young women and men about healing and about relationships and about goals, because of my own experiences. So guys, the last thing, like I said, is to set boundaries. And even though you feel like sharing your things, keep it to yourself. Write it on a piece of paper, burn it after, or pick up the camera, record yourself, and watch your progress. And honestly, guys, from all the 3 versions that I've mentioned to you guys, the thing that I've really learned this year is that no matter how much things you go through, no matter how much lessons you learn, you will still continue learning more. Because the me last year in 2024, I felt like I went through a lot of stuff, right? I felt like, okay, now I'm at my peak. Like, now I know how it is. But I got into 2025, and even though I did mature, even though I did hold on to the lessons I learned in 2024, I still fumbled and make mistakes. And that is the whole point of life. In this video, I'm just here to remind you guys that you guys will learn everything I'm saying every single year, because we tend to always make those same mistakes. Because we are humans, and because we have a heart, we love hard, we trust a lot. So what happens that you slip up? But this video is just to remind you guys that it's very important to not pour your all into someone else's cup. You need some energy for yourself. For 2, to also set boundaries for yourself. And for 3, to not dim your light because you want other people to shine. Because if you don't show out, no one will see your talent. No one will see what you possess. And if you are so worried about what people are going to say, you will never grow. That is the truth. The moment I picked up this camera and I was like, let me make a welcome to my LACACE K channel, I was stressed. I was like, the people I went to high school with are probably going to look at me and be like, what is she trying to do? But who cares about what they are going to say? The importance is that I fulfill my purpose and that I get to my goal. We don't care about what they have to say. And you want to know what the most amazing thing about this whole thing is? The most amazing thing about all of this is that, like, when you do get to your goal, the people that were laughing at you at first will have nothing to say, right? Because all the time they spend laughing about you, they could have spent it doing something else, but they spent it talking about you, sharing your videos to mock at you. But they didn't realize that as they were sharing your videos, they were exposing you to new viewers and more views and more shares, and it just boosts your account. That's just the reality. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there because of what people will say or what your friend is going to say. If your friend is not supportive of your goals, if your friend is not your biggest cheerleader, you should probably start reconsidering the relationship or maybe take a step back. And lastly, to close this video, I want you guys to take just a quick minute and think and try to reflect on what you have learned throughout this whole year now that it's coming to an end, right? It's important to look through everything, the failed relationships, and ask yourself why, what happened? Did I do something wrong? How can I prevent this from happening later on in future? And also, what can I fix in my own self? Like, maybe a lot of us have avoidant tendencies where we tend to suppress our pain. We tend to numb our pain. But maybe in the future, if you actually look through, everything that you did this year, maybe you notice that, and in the future you will try to face your emotions instead of suppressing them. A lot of us are also anxiously attached, where it's like we fear a lot, and so we cling on to people a lot. Maybe if you look throughout this year, you get to see that I should probably fix this. I should work on myself. And here's the thing. We are not reflecting to be perfect beings, but we are reflecting on ourselves to be better people in society. So don't think all these reflections I'm asking you guys to do is to make you guys perfect. No one is perfect. We were never meant to be perfect, honestly. But we have the opportunity, and every single day you get to wake up is another chance for you to be a better person, better than the version of you were yesterday. So that is it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell to be notified at every and any LACACE K videos I will be posting for the rest of this year and the years to come. Signing out.